Then there is the like how to create a schedule, how to follow that schedule. Like most of us struggle with following a schedule when we prepare it. So how would you suggest we do that? Like for the bigger examinations such as the board examination or even final examinations at school level, what students go through is family pressure or peer pressure or like heavy fear of examination. So how do we like go through that? Go like solve that? Good morning, everyone. Today we have Ms. Shweta Arora with us, who is the school counselor and the psychology teacher of class 11th and 12th humanities. Today she will be discussing with us how to manage pre-exam anxieties for the final examination and board examination. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Rupashi. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to provide my students how to prepare well for their examination. So, to begin with, the first word that we have introduced is prepare. So, preparation is one of the most important word.
Right.
Already you know that you have already given certain examination of PT, half yearlies, PT2, and then this is the final set of your examination. This is the final set of whole of the year studies that you have already done. So this is the cumulative one. Preparation is already done. Have 70% of the syllabus you have already gone through with. It is only the 20% of the syllabus which is left, which you need to revise. But yes, when you open your books, it is like you see there is lot of things to recall.
That
Because-
overwhelming feeling.
Yes,
that there is
overwhelming
lots of
feeling.
stuff to go
And then again, when you open the book, you will feel like ये तो बहुत पहले पढ़ा था. राइट ये तो जनवरी का ये तो अप्रैल में पढ़ा था. ये अभी मैंने रिसेंटली कुछ नहीं पढ़ा हुआ. सो यू रिक्वायर टू settle yourself as well initially. Start with the subjects or the content that you are already aware of. For example, you have opened a particular subject book, for example my subject psychology. If you have opened the book, you know first chapter you have studied already, you need to just revise that chapter, do it. Second chapter, this way you will be able to gain confidence that okay, I am aware of these particular chapters. These are not the levels of where I'm finding any difficulty. If any doubt is coming up, definitely you can come across and ask your teacher. So seeking support from your teacher, preparing well for your examination, preparing well for your content knowledge, it should be done. When you talk about the second word, you talked about the stress. Yes, children take stress. And when things in psychology also say that some level of stress, that is a moderate level of stress, is required
Okay.
so that you can have those internal motivation.
Right.
राइट अगर आपको स्ट्रेस ही नहीं होगा, आपको टेंशन ही नहीं होगा, तो यू विल बी वेरी लेथार्जिक.
But what if that stress overpowers and like that causes you to be lethargic or procrastinate?
See, when you are talking about if the stress is giving you certain kinds of procrastinations or stress is giving you overwhelming response, then you need to hold on your stress hormones as well. For that, prepare your mind. Prepare your mind for the segments. Okay, today I need to study this much. Unless and until I won't study, I won't get up from my study area. Right. So if I talk about that is 50 minutes of study time or 1 hour of study time, then you are taking a 10 minutes or 20 minutes a nutritious break. You are going to talk with your siblings or with your cousins or with your parents. You are spending some time and then you are back to your phase of studying, focused level, because the time is less. I'm not saying that you should every time the time is not less there, or you should go and hang out with your friends or hang out with your families. No, because hardly 10-15 days for any type of examination, be it for nursery classes or junior classes
Right.
or secondary classes, even senior secondary classes. For 10th and 12th, they are having their board examinations from 13th of January or 15th of January. So yes, they can be monitored. The self monitoring is also should be done. How much I have studied, how much I have already overcome it, and introspect your studies also. Be focused on your studies. Be focused. Preparation one part, seeking support the another part.
Taking self reports.
Taking self reports is the another part. Studying in chunks now. If you are finding any chapter, any content which is difficult, so break it into pieces.
Okay.
Study certain portions, make notes, study again, revise those notes, then you will gain confidence. After chunking, give them rehearsals,
Okay.
right? If suppose, let us call about any theorems in the mathematics, you have studied one, you have answered the thing, but then again you want to keep on revising, so that is rehearsals. So maintain those rehearsals.
Okay. Then there is the like how to create a schedule, how to follow that schedule. Like most of us struggle with following a schedule when we prepare it. So how would you suggest we do that?
Schedule should be maintained, as you said. Yes, the schedule should be maintained, not the timetable. For maintaining a schedule, do not take two difficult subjects on the same day, because that will not give you a win-win feeling. You will feel that you have achieved today's target once you make certain schedule in which you, according to your own understanding or according to your own learning or according to your own pace, you know that this subject, XYZ subject, along with this difficult subject, I will be able to manage both the subjects in a day. So do in that ways. If you are making a schedule, do not mix all the subject in one day, because that again you will not jack of all will be master of none, right? So if you want to gain the mastery, then definitely study a particular subject, a particular content, compensating along with it with an easy one which you feel like, whichever is easy subject for you. Right? And even the content portion, because that will give you a motivation. Ki, okay, now I am happy doing it, I have gained this, okay, this much content is prepared. You will be internally motivated. Reward for yourself. Give a reward for yourself. Okay, I've learned this much, I am having a piece of a chocolate, if you want that. Right? If you want any other thing, then you can give a reward to yourself. Self reward, self introspection, and self confidence. These things should be inculcated in you.
Right.
Be confident that you have done this much. Be confident that if any question comes from this much content, you will be able to solve it.
Right. Like for the bigger examinations such as the board examination or even final examinations at school level, what students go through is family pressure or peer pressure or like heavy fear of examination. So how do we go through that? Solve that?
Yes, the students take peer pressure or a family pressure in seniors classes. I've seen that. For that thing, majorly, you should first take a side step for all the pressures. First you concentrate. First you manage your time. First you feel like you gain confidence that you have prepared well. First you gain confidence, okay, if I'm going to take this as a XYZ particular subject for my 11th and 12th classes, I need to focus, I need to gain good marks in whatever the subjects you are willing to have in your higher studies. And secondly, if you are talking about the family pressure, family also, you need to explain them that presently I'm more focused on my studies, I am giving my 100%. Leave the rest things. If you are going to have that stressful mind, your studies will also be not perfect, or your studies will also not give you that reward because you yourself is not confident about your studies. So parents understand, parents give certain type of pressure, then again you need to have that pressure, or you need to take the stress in a moderate sense,
As external motivation.
as an external motivation. Because every time giving you a positive reinforcement will not fetch you result. At times certain level of negative reinforcement should also be given, combination of both positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. It should be the combination of both. If I'm giving you motivation, no, Rupashi, see, this would be a difficult for you, I think you should escape, so you will be feel like ki, why ma'am is saying me in that ways. I will try to prove, I'm not saying prove me wrong, but yes, you will try to prove yourself also. Yes, I'm having that caliber,
That I
or
can
I'm
do
having,
that.
yes, you are having, I'm having that aptitude of doing that particular thing. So, yes, take the pressure in a positive sense, not as a pressure which is going to give you, negative impact.
Like most of us deal with 5 to 7 subjects, like maximum. So how do you suggest that we like to overcome that overwhelming feeling when we start a subject?
As if I've told you earlier, according to your own understanding of your learning. Okay. Again, the same ways, two difficult subjects not to be taken into simultaneous ways. Do not procrastinate also. If you are, okay, I will do it next time, I know this much, then concentrate on the difficult portions. Start, balance the things. Equilibrium should be maintained.
Right. There is also noisy environments in our home when we study, like in daytime. So, like we convince our parents, but not most of the time it's possible to prevent guests from coming or like footfall. So, do you suggest nighttime study sessions for students?
For adolescent stages above 9th standard, I can truly suggest that you can have because the students wants a calm and composed environment. So I can suggest that yes, they can have a late night studies if they are comfortable in doing so.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, they can also convince their parents ki I need a environment which is to be, without a noise-free environment, without any barriers. Because every time you're knocking at the door, somebody would be knocking at the door, your concentration is going to break. Either you should be bold enough to concentrate on the particular topic you are studying or your study time, and if not, then you can also do one thing, that when there are certain guests coming at your place, you can change your schedule. If you want to sit with them because they are your cousins or they are your relatives, they are coming, so you also feel like that you also want to spend time with them. So you can also do that, spend a good good family time, and then you can go for your studies. And if you are well aware of that, okay, today my guest would be coming, then study early. But yes, at adolescent stages, I would request the parents also, if your children want that they want to have a late night studies, I think some liberation should be given to them as well. Because whatsoever the studies they are doing, they are only doing it to gain or fetch good marks. Right?
Okay, well, thank you so much, ma'am. This was very informative. Is there anything you would like to conclude with?
I would like to conclude like with the takeaways. One, prepare well. Do not get confused when you are sitting in the examination. Think, relax your mind, take deep breaths. You are very well aware of the content. You have learned the content. It is not that you cannot answer. At times, if the question is also difficult, you can definitely mold the question and understand the concept, and then start writing. Still, if you are not getting answered, it is okay if you have left one or the other question. But yes, I know
That certain level of forgiveness should come.
Should come. So yes, these are the few takeaways I would suggest: preparation, concentration, focused, and relaxation.
Okay.
Relax with certain levels of meditation, basic meditation, breathing exercises, deep breathing before studying, or basic outdoor activities for a shorter duration, not for a longer duration.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.